Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today we are going to solve an Independence Day Sudoku created by Mavericks JD and published on the Logic Masters Germany portal. This Sudoku was created by the author to mark the occasion of the Indian Independence Day, which fell on the 15th of August. I will add the link to the Sudokus of Maverick JD in the description of the video. I will also add the link to the online solving interface so that you guys can have a try on the Sudoku before watching the video. We will move on to the rules of the Sudoku now. There are many variant rules incorporated in a single Sudoku. First we will look at the killer rules. There are 3 cages as you can see inside the grid in saffron, white and green. Those are the colors present in an Indian flag. So the digits inside the cage, when you sum them up, you will get the clue given in the corner of the cage. And digits do not repeat inside the cage. Those are the rules of the killer. Next we will see the thermometer rules. There are thermometer shapes as you can see inside the grid. In each of these shapes, starting from the round bulb till the end of the thermometer, the digits will be strictly increasing. Right? Then the diagonal rule. As you can see, starting from row 1 column 1 to row 9 column 9, the digits do not repeat, and similarly starting from row 1 column 9 to row 9 column 1, digits do not repeat. That is, in simple words, in each of the main diagonals, digits do not repeat. In addition, there are some grey squares and circles as you can see given inside the grid. Grey squares are nothing but cells which contain only even digits, and grey circles are nothing but cells which contain only odd digits. And finally, there are some clues given outside the grid as you can see. These clues denote the sum of the digits present between 1 and 9 in the corresponding row or column. So for example, if you consider this 16 clue, the sum of the digits between 1 and 9 when you add them will be 16. So these are the rules. With that we will start solving the Sudoku. So we have a 31 cage here. Can you form a 31 without a 9? The maximum you will be getting is 8, 7, 6, 5 and 4, right? So 6, 7, 8 is 21 and 4 plus 5 is 9. So 21 plus 5 is 21 plus 9 is 30. So you need to have a 9 inside the 31 cage. So let us notate that a 9 can't be here because it's an even digit, and 9 can't be here in a round bulb. So 9 must be in one of these 3 cells. And blue is better to indicate digits, I think. So 9 must be in one of these 3 cells. Can you form this 31 cage without an 8? So the maximum you will be getting is 9 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4, which is equal to 22, 27 and 31. Yeah, you can form a 31 cage without an 8. So for now we get only the position of the 9s in 31 cage. Now let us try to make use of this 13 total to see if we can get the location of the 1. A 1 can't be in this cell, right, because this is an even digit. So can a 1 be here? A 1 can be here. 1 can't be here because this is also an even digit. A 1 can be here because in a round bulb the digits will always be from 1 to 8. It can't be a 9 because then you must have a digit which is greater than 9 in the stem of the thermo, which is not possible. And you can't have a 1 in these 3 cells, right? Because if you have a 1 here, for 13 we need at least 2 cells between the 1 and the 9. So if you have a 1 here, at max you can have the 9 here. And that will give you only 1 cell between the 1 and the 9. So 1 cannot be in any of these 3 cells. And 1 can be here and 1 can be here. So we have 4 locations for the 1 in this row. Still nothing much. So what we will do, we will try to eliminate cells which cannot contain a 1 or a 9 so that we can make use of this sandwich property. Because there is nothing more inside the grid from which we can gather information. So we will try to highlight cells which do not contain 1 or a 9. So this cell cannot be a 1 or a 9. All the even squares, that is the squares, cannot be containing a 1 or a 9 because they are even digits, so we can highlight them in yellow. Any more even digits? Okay. Now, and if you look in the middle of the thermometers, we can obviously mark them as not being 1 or a 9. Why? Because if you have a 1 or a 9 in the middle of the thermometer, then at the bulb you need to have a digit which is less than 1, which is not possible, and at the end of the thermometer you need to have a digit which is greater than 9 if you have a 9 in the middle, which is again not possible. So you can eliminate the 1 and 9 from the middle of the thermometers. This is true for any Sudoku. So you can eliminate the 1 and 9 from this cell also. So any more cells where we can eliminate 1 and 9? No more simple cells. Okay. Now let us look for 0 clues to get some more information. If you look at row 3 column 1, can it contain a 1 or a 9? Let's see what happens if it contains a 1 or a 9. If you have a 1 or a 9 here, because the clue given is 0, then it follows that you need to have a 1 or a 9 here, which is not possible in a thermometer. So you can eliminate that position as 1 or a 9. So this can be shaded as yellow. And similar logic, you can shade this cell also as not being 1 or 9, because if this is 1 or 9, then you need to have 1 or 9 here to satisfy the 0 clue, which is again not possible. Any more cells? Let's look at this gray circle. It can contain a 1 or a 9, but what happens if it contains a 1 or a 9? You immediately get a 1 or a 9 to satisfy this 0 clue, and for the 0 clue in the row, we look at the interaction of the column and the row clue, we again need to have 1 or a 9 here. Now we are having a scenario where we are having 1 9 in 3 cells. They can be present only in 2 cells. So this is a contradiction for us, which means that this cell cannot contain a 1 or a 9. That's great. Okay. Can you use this 0 for some information? No, right? Because there is too many possibilities for the 0. Let's look at the 4 clue. We know that the 4 clue will be comprised of only 4. It cannot be 1 plus 3 because 1 and 9 are the sandwich crumbs, or rather the border cells which encompass the digits. So 1 cannot be part of the sum. So 4 has to be a 4. So we will have 1 4 and 9, or 9 4 and 1 in some order in this column, in column 4. Right? Okay. Still there are too many possibilities for that. Okay, if you look at this column 2 clue, we can eliminate row 5 column 2 as a 1 or a 9 possibility, right? Because if you have a 1 or a 9 in row 5 column 2, let's see what happens. If you have a 1 or a 9, for the 24 to total to be achieved without the 9 as part of the sum, we need at least 4 cells. Okay, because if you have 9 as part of the sum, then you can achieve within 3 digits, 7, 8 and 9. But when you don't have 9 as part of the sum, then you need at least 4 cells. So if you have a 1 or a 9 here, we can only get a maximum of 3 cells between the sandwich crumbs. So which means we can eliminate this cell as a 1 or a 9 possibility. Okay. So okay, let's look at this 1 clue again in depth. If you have a 1 here, let's see what happens, because we have a 13 total and a 31 cache assisting us. Let us see what happens if you have a 1 here. We need at least 2 cells between 1 and 9 to satisfy the 13. So immediately we will get a 9 here, right? And then we will have 13 from these 2 cells. So 13 plus 9 plus 1, which is 23. And for the 31 cache, we need to 8 more to satisfy the total. So this will be an 8. Now look what happens. This is really sharp to see. You need to have 13 from these cells. 13 can either be 4 and 9, not possible, 5 and 8, which is again not possible, and 6 and 7, which is also not possible. So we can be sure that you can't have a 1 here. What a deduction. So 9 will be in one of these 3 cells, and a 1 cannot be here. We just now saw. So we can eliminate this cell also as being a 1 or a 9. That is also an yellow cell now. Right, this is good for us now because we can make use of the 4 total and 4 clue now. Can you have a 1 or a 9 in row 2 column 4? We know that as we have already said, the 4 clue will be 194, 149 or 941 in that sequence. So if you have a 1 or a 9 here, then you need to have a 1 or a 9 here to satisfy the 4 clue. So, but that is not possible because we have highlighted in yellow. So this cell is also not a 1 or a 9. Great. Can this be 1 or a 9? Not possible again. Why? Because if you have a 1 or a 9 here, we know that for the 16 clue we need at least 3 cells. Because if you have 9 as part of the sum, then you can achieve the 16 total in 2 cells, 7 plus 9. But here 9 is part of the sandwich crumb. So you need at least 3 cells. So for that you need to have 1 or a 9 here at max or 1 or a 9 outside the grid. So we can eliminate the 1 or a 9 from row 1 column 4, right? We can highlight that in yellow. Right? So can you have a 1 or a 9 here? You can have the 1 here and the 9 here. It's still possible. So let us leave that for now. But let us look at the markings we have done in row 4 again. Let's see what happens if you have a 9 in row 4 column 7. When you have a 9 here, right? When you have a 9 here, the 1 gets eliminated because we need at least 2 cells between the 1 and the 9. So we get a 1 here. There is only 1 cell left. Now we have 3 cells between 1 and 9, sorry 4 cells in fact, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 cells, when you add them, the minimum total without a 1 will be 14. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is 14, which is violating the 13 clue. So you can't have a 9 there. So which means that your 9 in row 4 will be in one of these 2 cells and 1 will be in one of these 3 cells, right? And now that is helpful because since we have marked the 9 in this box, confined to this box, so we can eliminate this cell as not being 1 or a 9. 1 cannot obviously be here because then this round bulb must contain a digit which is less than 1. So again not possible. So we can eliminate this cell also. So which means that we can eliminate row 3 column 4 too. Because if you have a 1 or a 9 here, we need to either have a 1 or a 9 here or 1 and 9 here, which is both not possible. So we can eliminate the 1, 9 from that cell. Great. So we are slowly eliminating cells which cannot contain a 1 or a 9. Right. If you look at row 5 now, we have marked 3 cells which cannot be 1 or 9, right? 6 cannot be 1 or a 9. And this cell we have already eliminated as not being 1 and 9. So what happens is that you can't have 1 and 9 both in either box 4 or box 3 because then you will have only 1 cell between the 1 and 9, which we need at least 2 cells for the 13 to be achieved. So minimum you will have a 1 and 9 here and 1 and 9 here, right? You can't have 4 cells gap between 1 and 9 because as I said for row 4 clue, if you have 4 cells between 1 and 9 without the 1, then you will reach a total of 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is 14. So we will have at least 3 cells between 1 and 9 in this row, and that has to be the case because otherwise we will get a violation. So this will be a 1 and 9 and this will be a 1 and 9. Great, right? Because if you have any other possibility, for example, if you have a 1 and 9 here or 1 and 9 here anywhere, we will have 4 or more cells between the 1 and 9 which will violate the 13 clue. So this is the only possibility for the 1 and 9 in row 5. And now we can make use of the 23 cage. We have marked a 1 and 9 and a 6. So 10 plus 6 is 16. So we need 7 more, which can be achieved by using 2, 5, 2, 5 or 3, 4 and 3, 4. For the 7, we need 7 more. So we can't get that using 1 and 6. So we need either 2, 5, 2, 5 or a 3, 4, 3, 4. So and since the round bulb will be containing a digit less than this and the maximum value in these 2 cells is 5. So maximum value in these 2 cells will only be 4. We can pencil mark the possibilities. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 or this is going to be 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now since we have marked 1 and 9 here, we can eliminate some more cells. For the 20 clue, we need minimum of 3 cells between the 1 and the 9. So we can eliminate these cells as not being 1 and 9. So our 1 and 9 is either going to be in row 1 column 3 or row 9 column 3. Now we know that the 20 total without a 1 and 9 can be achieved in only one way, right? 5 plus 7 plus 8. This is the only possibility for achieving the 20 total without the 1 and the 9. Now, This is a good deduction. If you have a 1 and 9 here, we need to place 5, 7 and 8 in these 3 cells, right? Can we do that? Because there are 2 even digits in the fray. So if you put a 5, 7, 8 here, you will get at least one odd digit into one of these even squares, which is a contradiction. So which means that we need to have a 1 or a 9 in row 9 column 3. But this cell cannot be a 1, it has to be a 9 because a 1 cannot be at the end of the thermometer. So that gives a 1 here and a 9 here. And that eliminates the 1 from here because of this one. Now we get a 1 here or here. Good. So we can mark the 5, 7, 8 here. So this will be a 5, 7, 8. This will be a 5, 7, 8 and this will be a 5, 7, 8. And because of the thermo property, this is going to be 5 or a 7 and this will be a 7 or 8. And this is going to be 2, 3, 4 and 6 in some order. Okay. So we can make use of this 15 clue along with the 9. A 15 total between 1 and 9 will need at least 2 cells. So you can't between the 1 and 9. So you can't have a 1 or a 9 here. You can't have here or here. So we need at least 2 cells. So 1 must be in one of these 3 cells. That is 1 can go into row 9 column 6, column 7 or column 8. Right? So okay, now if you look at the 4 clue, there is only one possibility to satisfy this, right? We have eliminated 6 cells as possible locations of 9. So the only possible way by which you can satisfy the 4 clue is by placing the 1 here, the 9 here and the 4 here, right? There is no other possibility. So this will be a 1. We can mark that right away. So this will be a 1, this will be a 4 and this is going to be a 9, right? And so this is not going to be a 1, so this will be a 2, 3 or a 4, and since this is a 2, 3, 4, this will be a 3, 4 or 5. And now these 2 cells must add up to 7. So when you have a 3 here, so this will be a 4. When you have a 4, this will be a 3, and when you have a 5, this will be a 2. Right? We can eliminate the 4 right away. So this will be a 3 or a 2, and this is going to be 4 or 5, which is good for us. And now, because 9 is restricted to one of these 2 cells in row 4 and 9 is in row 5 column 7, the 9 in box 4 rather will go into one of these 2 cells, right? But 9 cannot be here obviously because we have a 12 total, and if you have a 9 here, then the 12 is hitting a contradiction. So we need to have the 9 here. We need at least 2 cells. So to satisfy the 12 total now, when you have a 5, this will be a 7 and this is a 7, this is a 5. And when this is an 8, this is a 4. Great. We are making good progress now. So, and now we can make use of the 9 and the 21 clue. So, a 21 clue needs at least 3 cells between the 1 and the 9. So, this cannot be 1 or a 9. This cannot be 1 or a 9. This cannot be. So, there is only one possible cell left for the 1 in that column. So, 1 has to go here. Right? There is no other possibility. And now 16 clue can be made use of. So these 2 cells cannot be 9. So 9 must be in one of these 3 cells. And 9 cannot be here. So we can highlight that too. So 9 must either be in this cell or it is going to be in this cell. Can you have a 9 here? Yes, right? Because this will be a 1 and we can still satisfy the 13 total too and the 0 total as well. So we have not made use of the diagonal property yet. I don't think it is useful as yet. So let us make use of this 9 in column 1 and column 3. Simple classic rules will get the 9 in these two cells. We can't have a 9 here, but you can't have a 9 here, right? This is marked as yellow, so we'll get a 9 in row 2 column 2. Sorry, this will be a 9. And 9 must be going into one of these 3 cells. This can't be a 9, so 9 will be in one of these 2 cells. And now we can make use of the 0 clue. If a 9 is here, that gives a 1 here. And if a 9 is in row 3 column 8, then 1 must be in one of these 2 cells. Right? These are the only possibilities. But you have a 1 here. Now we can eliminate the 1 from here. So we get a 1-9 pair. Now we can shade the rest of the cells as not being yellow in this box and in this row. And now if you look at row 2, there are only two possible options for placing the 1, either here or here. No other possibility for placing the 1. The rest of the cells are either even digits or highlighted in yellow, right? Okay, can you have a 1 here in row 8 column 5? Why I am looking at this cell is because we have a 0 total here. So if you have a 1 here, then it means you must have a 9 here. So you can't have a 1 or a 9 here. So we can highlight that as well. So this is not a 1 or a 9. And can we have a 1 here? No, right? Because then this cell must be a 1 or a 9, but both are eliminated. So this is also not a 1 or a 9. And obviously this can't be a 1 or a 9. And now this cannot be a 1 or a 9, because if you have a 9 here, then you must have a 1 in this cell or this cell. Both are not possible. So this is also not a 1 or a 9. So we can highlight that as cell as well and remove the 9 from there. So 9 has to go here, and that pushes the 9 here. And because of the 0 total, we will get the 1 here. Right? Great. And now to satisfy the 13th clue, we need at least two cells between 1 and 9, right? So we can eliminate the 1 from here. That gives a 1 here, a 1 here and a 9 here. We are getting some good progress. Now, because we have marked 1 and 9, we can eliminate the rest of the cells as not being 1 or a 9. And 9, using classic rules from row 8 and row 9, will be going into only this cell. Right? Can't be in this cell and this cell. So it has to go here. So we have, I think, marked all the possibilities of 1 and 9. 1, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9. Yeah, this box is left. So 1 is in column 1 and column 3. 1 cannot be in this cell. 1 cannot be in an even square. So 1 has to go in row 7, column 2. And in this box, 1 will be in these two cells. Right? Because 1 is in column 4, column 5 and row 7. So 1 has to go here. And in this box, 1 cannot be in column 8. It cannot be in column 9. And in this thermo, it can only go in row 7, row 9, column 7. So that gives a 1 here. So now we have marked all these cells of 1 and 9, right? So we don't need the yellow notation anymore. That has served its purpose, so we'll remove them. We have marked all the digits 1 and 9. So we have completely completed the sandwich part. Now let us look for some digits which will be helping us. Okay, so let us look at this 17th clue. Why not let's highlight the clues that we have satisfied already. 0 is satisfied, 0 is satisfied. And let's look at the 17th clue. Can you have a 2 in row 6, column 6? If you have a 2 here, then at max you will get 2 plus 5, which is 7, and then 7 plus 8, which is 15, which is not going to satisfy the 17th clue. So we can eliminate the 2 from row 6, column 6. So this is going to be only a 3 or a 4. And can you satisfy it using a 3? That is also not possible. If you have a 3, at max you will get 3 plus 5, which is 8, and 8 plus 8, which is 16 only. Again we are falling short. So we need to have a 4 here, which gives a 5 here, and 4 plus 5 is 9, and you get exactly a 17 using the 8 here. Now we can satisfy this 13 total. 5 plus 6 is 11, so you get a 2 here. And now you can look at this 12 total. It can't be 4 and 8, right? Because we have marked a 4, so this will be 5, 7 in some order. And now we have a 5, 7 pair, so you get an 8 in row 8, column 3. And because of the 7 in this box, the 7 in box 6 can only go into one of these two cells. So we have 1, 2, 6, 5, 7, 9. So the remaining digits are 3, 4 and 8. We can mark the possibilities. These two cells will be 3, 4, 8 in some order. Right? Let's look at this 21 total. We have a total of 21 from these 4 cells. And when you add the 10, we get 31. So from these 3 cells, we will have 14. Because in any row or column, the total is always 45. When you add 1 to 9, it will be 45. So you will get 14 from these 3 cells, and these 2 cells are odd, right? So they can only be 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, because 1 and 9 are out of the equation. And because you have a 5, 7 here, a 3 must be in one of these 2 cells. We have locked a 3, 5, 7 triplet. So 3 must be in one of these two cells. So it is either 3 plus 5, which gives you a 6 to satisfy the 14 total, or it is 3 plus 7, which is 10, and which gives you a 4 to satisfy the 14 from these three cells. But you can't have a 4, right? You have a 4 here. So you can eliminate the 4 from here. So this will be a 6, and we need a 3 and 5 to satisfy the 14 from these three cells, right? Because we have 21 between the 1 and 9 and plus 10, which is 31, and then we need 14 more to satisfy the column total. So 3, 5 gives a 7 here, gives a 5 here and a 7 here. And now if you look at this cage, it contains 24, right? We have already reached a total of 10 from these three cells. We need 14 more from these two cells. 14 can only 5 and 9 or 6 and 8. 5 and 9 is out of the equation, so it is going to be only 6 and 8. But 6 is here, so this will be 8 and 6. And remaining digits along that row are 2 and 3. Right? And if you look at box 7, the remaining two digits are 2 and 4. We can pencil mark them. This will be 2, 4, and this is going to be a 2 or a 4. And if you look at row 7, we have filled in 6 digits, 4, 8, 9, 1, 6, 7. Remaining digits are 2, 3, 5. We will mark the candidates. But this cannot be a 2 because then we won't have any possibility for that cell. So this will be 3 or a 5. And if you look at the 13th sandwich clue now, we need 13 from these two cells, which cannot be 4 plus 9. It also cannot be 6 and 7. So it will be 5 and 8, right? And now in this box, we have only 4, 7 left. We can just mark the possibility. So when this is 4 and 7, we can eliminate the 4 from here. So this will be 3, 8. And a 3 here eliminates the 3 from here. So we get an 8 here and a 3 here. And if you look at column 1, 1, 6, 8, 9, 3 and 5 have been placed. Remaining digits are 2, 4 and 7. So these two cells will be 2 and 4. And we get a 7 here, right? Because 7 cannot be in an even square. Okay, now if you look at column 2, we have placed 2, 4, 1, 3, 7 and 9. Remaining digits are 5, 6 and 8. So this cell cannot be 5 or 8, so it can only be a 6. And this is going to be 5, 8 and this will be 5, 8. But you can't have a 5 in between the thermo because 6 is here. You need to have a digit which is strictly increasing than 6. So this will be an 8 and this will be a 5. So this will be a 2 or a 4 and 2, 4, 6, 1, 5, 8, 9. So these two cells will be 3 and 7. Now I think we can finish off the 31 cage. 3 plus 7 is 10, 10 plus 9 is 19. So we need 12 more from these two cells. Obviously we cannot have a 2 here. So this will be a 4, this will be a 2 and this will be a 4. And 4 plus 8 is what reaches you to 12. So you get an 8 here. So this will be a 5. And these three cells are 5, 8, 9, 1, 4, 7 not possible. So they can only be 2, 3 and 6. So this is not odd. So this is 2 or 6. This will be 2, 3, 6 and this is going to be 2, 3 and 6. But you have a 6 here. So this is not a 6 because digits don't repeat in diagonal. So this will be a 2 and a 3. And now if you look at this diagonal, now we are finally making use of the diagonal. So there is only one cell left for the 8. 8 can't be in row 8 column 8. So you will need to have a 8 here. What a joyful Sudoku, because we are making use of every variant property. It's very difficult to construct a Sudoku which has all the variant properties more or less equally used. It's a really good construction. So now 8 in column 2 can only go in two cells. These two cells, because 8 is in column 7 and column 9. So 8 will go into one of these two cells. But if you have an 8 here, then along this diagonal, you can't have a 8 in anywhere because 8 can't be here, 8 can't be in these three cells and you can't have an 8 here. So that gives you an 8 here, right? So this is not an 8. And now 8 must go into one of these two cells in row 1 because 8 can't be in these three cells and 8 can't be in these three cells. So 8 is here, so 8 has to go here. This will be an 8. Right, we have made use of the 0 total. Let's look at the 13 total. We have the 9 and the 1. We need 13 from these two cells. You can't obviously have a 2 here because then 2 plus something greater than 9 we need. So this will be a 6, right? And this will be a 7. So this will be a 2 or a 3. and because of this 7 you get a 3 here and a 7 here. And now along column 4, 1, 4, 9, 2, 3, 7, 8 have been placed. Remaining digits are 5 and 6. We can notate them. Very good solve. So if you look at row 2, 1, 7, 8, 4, 6, 9 are placed. Remaining digits are 2, 3 and 5. You can't have a 5 here, so this will be 2, 3, and this is obviously not a 2 because it's odd. So this will be 3, 5, and this will be 2, 3 and 5. And now if you look at column 7, you can't have a 7 here, right? Because you need to have something less than 3 or 5 there. So you can't have a 7 here. And you can't have a 7 because of this 7. So 7 has only one cell in column 7. So this will be a 7. Right? So now we can make use of this 16 clue. 1 and 9 have been placed. 5 plus 8 is 13. We need 3 more to satisfy the 16 clue. So this is a 3, this is a 2. And now we can fill in the diagonal. Because of the 3 here, we get a 5 here. And we'll get a 2 or a 3 here because of this 5. So 2, 3 pair gives a 5 here. And this will be 2, 3 and this will be 2, 3. And 5 can't be in these two cells because 5 is marked here. So for this diagonal, we need a 5. And there is only one cell left. So this will be a 5, this will be a 3. And because of this 5, we get a 6 here and a 5 here. And along row 3, 2, 5, 7, 8, 1 and 9 have been placed. Remaining digits are 3, 4 and 6. You can't have a 6 here. You can't have a 6 here. So 6 has to be here. So these two cells will be 3 and 4 in some order. And if you look at this diagonal, we have placed 1, 6, 8, 9, 5 and 7. Remaining digits are 2, 3, 4. But this cannot be a 3. This is even. So this will be 2, 4. Now you have a 2, 4 pair along the diagonal. So that gives a 3 here. Eliminates the 4. So this is a 2. This is a 3. This is a 4. Right? And because of this 2, we get a 4 here, which gives a 2 and a 4 here. And now only one cell left, that has to be filled by the 6. So row 1, 4, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, 8, 9 have been placed. Remaining digit is 2. Only one digit. And because of this 4, we can place the 4 and the 7 here. And along column 7, there is only one digit left. So that is going to be a 4. And we have a 2, 3 pair in column 9. Remaining digit is 6. Sorry, this will be a 6. And we can fill in this diagonal along 1, 2, 9, 3, 4, 6, 5 and 8. So remaining digit has to be 7. So this will be a 2 or a 3, right? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is going to be 2 or a 3. And now column 6, if you see, there is only one digit left. That is going to be a 7. And this has to be a 2 or a 3 now. Now we can make use of the 15 total. Between 9 and 1, we have 6 and 7 already. So to satisfy the 15, we need a 2 here, right? So this will be a 2, this will be a 3, this will be a 2, this will be a 3, this will be a 3, this will be a 2. And the only digit left is 5. And that completes this amazing Sudoku. What a great design. The design was very aesthetic look to look at, a saffron colored flag and about 4 variants in the Sudoku. Which has each of their properties almost equally incorporated in the solve. A brilliant construction by Mavericks JD. We thank the author for providing us the permission to solve this Sudoku. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this absolutely fun to solve Sudoku. If you have a Sudoku variant or a puzzle that you want us to solve, please let us know in comments. And we would greatly appreciate if you support the channel by hitting the subscribe button below. Hope to see you all soon.